Gotta stick this guy like a pit bull. Gotta stick him back in the cage for a couple more. Trying to throw all these different players at you. The NBA, great conversation by the way, but the NBA is different, man. It's just a different animal. I think it's a lot easier to try to, quote-unquote, create your super team. I mean, we can go in the NFL, and I'll give you a perfect example of a team where you said to yourself, man, offensively, think of the Steelers a couple years ago. Le'Veon, Big Ben, Juju, and Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And what did they win?
Oh.
They didn't win diddly. So, yeah, you don't see it as much in the NFL. In the NBA, I think one player that can jump can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
You know, the Sixers for years, Houston Rockets, back in the day, Moses Malone, one of the most dominant centers in NBA history, never worked out with the Rockets, and he wanted to straight demands, and a lot of stuff happened when he was at the time going to be a free agent. And the Sixers knew we needed a big man to get us over the hump. In comes Moses Malone, and then turn around, they win the title in '83. So one player makes all that difference in the world. You know, baseball's a little different. Hockey, the goaltender makes all the difference. Well, NBA, I think you got two. You got the Batman and the Robin in NBA.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It kind of brings back to where we started the show. Who is Robin to who's Batman? Currently, right now,
we've never know. Currently on the Sixers, sadly, you would have to probably say Tyrese Maxey.
More like Joker, but okay, there's a pain. So, come 3 o'clock tomorrow. Okay? By the way, the Nets are reportedly counting the 76ers off for a party. Patty Mills, Simmons, Curry, Thibault, and Drummond.
I take it at this point.
Some T on Twitter chimes in too. I'd actually prefer Drummond to stay, but that's me. Cliff over in lower, I call it the lower Delaware chimes in. Outstanding segment with you guys talking about the super teams. I remember back in the day in the 70s, they were creative. Look what the Knicks did, your Knicks, when they had the great backcourt play of Monroe and Frazier. So his point is this has been going on for a long time, but appreciate you guys enjoying the conversation. Nick chimes in, no disrespect to Steph Curry and Andre Green, but 100% include them both in a James Harden deal, if that's what you guys think, to get it done now, enjoying the show. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree that if we have to give up, obviously Simmons, he's already in the trade. You have to package Curry. I prefer it to be Danny Green over Thibault. You have to throw Drummond. I'd rather say, all right, here's a first-round pick next year, and God forbid, a future first-round pick, say 2025, 2026, lottery protected. I'll be willing to do that to avoid getting rid of Andre Drummond.
Marcus and Tom's River, loving the show from both you guys. Too. You're getting your guy a little worked up on the other side of the glass, but it's very entertaining. So I just want to point something out to you guys, especially with you too. Ben Simmons is a three-time All-Star, two-time All-Defensive Player, an All-NBA player, a steals leader, and Q, let's not forget, he's 24 years of age. You want me, if I'm the Nets, to ask for Curry, Thibault, Drummond on top of that for a 32-year-old Harden. Get the blank out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Well, you have to do that because.
But he brings up a
great point.
But then why is it not working in Philadelphia?
Because he doesn't have the skin of a Philadelphia athlete. In Philadelphia, you need the toughest skin.
But I know, but
any team.
Yeah, but here's what's going to bother me, and you can appreciate this. It's when a coach gets fired, and he's out the door, and he's being kicked out the door. The GM or the owner says, you know what? Sorry, Rich, we think Rich is a really good head coach. Well, what are you firing me in the first place for then, if that's the case? My point is, this gentleman who took the time to listen in, which we appreciate, tweeted in, which we appreciate, runs down all the pros of Ben Simmons. So, and I'm not contradicting myself. All I'm saying, if this is all true, then why not get him out on the floor? See, my thing is, you look at all this, but then you also have to take the mental aspect of it.
Yeah.
And all this is wonderful. But the mental aspect crushes it. It kills this. He can be all these things and more throughout his career. But he just mentally has the fortitude and the toughness of, like I said, just a little brat.
Great little guy.
Yeah, a little brat. So I get frustrated because if he's all these things, and I'm not going to say Ben Simmons is not talented.
Yeah.
He's got flaws in his game, but I think we're going to look at this potentially, and you know what we're going to say? This could have been, we brought up OKC.
Yeah.
You know, young guys, but guys in their prime. We talked about Miami, right? You've got, don't you believe Ben Simmons, if that kid dunks the ball against Atlanta, or they win that series,
we're not even talking about
we're
this
not
today.
having this conversation.
No.
That's what makes it so much more frustrating. And I'm not even a Sixers fan.
Yeah.
If he doesn't give up the bunny and at least attempts to dunk it, or he misses, or whatever it is.
Who cares if Clint Capella comes out of nowhere, swats it? Go up for the
Go up.
dunk.
The whole perception of this guy changes. Like, you know what? He at least went for it. He got blocked. He got fouled. He went to the line. He misses 2 free throws. I don't think we're going to sit there, or 1 or 2. Get him the hell out of here.
Philadelphia has been babying him since he has entered the league.
No, he's been babied prior to entering the league.
But you have seen the videos on Twitter of the gentleman standing in the crowd practicing his free throw, cheering him on.
And
Wells Fargo Center went insane his first three attempt and it went in.
I don't want to see those videos. Anytime I used to see those videos that he's working on his jump shot.
No, I'm not talking about those videos.
No,
I'm
but
talking about during the game last year when he went to the line.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing it annoys me to no end because he's a good player. There's talent there. He's got
gifts. He can be
gifts.
a great player.
But he chooses not to be.
Yeah.
He chooses,
He's lazy.
Which, again, it backs not my play, but it backs my opinion even more. If you have to get, and don't kill me on this, pennies on the dollar, then you have to.
Yeah, we've seen it so before, such as Jimmy Butler. Do we really think Robert Covington and Dario Saric are equivalent to what Jimmy Butler can do?
Hold on. At the time, people were bent out of shape. I can't believe that. Everyone loved Dario. Covington was very inconsistent.
He was overrated.
He was very overrated.
He was a good defensive player.
Very overrated.
Overrated. Dario Saric was loved just because he gave effort on the court.
Effort, can shoot a little bit, play defense,
when we're
rebound.
talking about a fair equal trade.
Yeah.
That is not that.
No.
Minnesota got rid of Jimmy Butler because he voiced that he does not want to be there.
He wanted a contract.
The value that they felt was right at the time.
That's right.
Sixers have to realize that. Daryl Morey has to realize that, but he will not.
But listen, there lies the rub. The GM is so adamant, right?
Yes.
I'm bringing my car into the lot. I'm trading it in. I want nothing less than $10,000. We can give you $8,500. No. Well, you're still going to profit. No. He is so hell-bent on getting X, Y, and Z. That's why part of me, unless something is really going on behind the scenes, and it probably seems like that, I'm telling you, we're going to come on the air tomorrow.
Talk about no trade
and
happening.
At 4 o'clock.
No trade's going to happen.
And then what if it turns out, right? Because you like looking at the future, the crystal ball. You're worried about a guy 5 years from now. But what if it turns out that the Bulls come back down to earth? Cleveland comes back down to earth. Miami has one big injury. I don't know, whatever. You know, you pick your poison with that. Giannis goes down for a month. I mean, these are all hypotheticals which I would not want to occur. But like I said, maybe if Butler gets hurt or Adebayo gets hurt or whatever, Tyler Hero, whatever. And all of a sudden, it opens up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And you're paying a guy X amount of dollars. What are they paying Ben Simmons?
I think his contract was a little over 30.
30? $30 million. 33, I think it is.
That's what I think it is.
33 to sit and to sulk. Come on, man. At that point, you almost got to say you're dressing.
Yeah.
You have to force him to get on the floor. You're wasting a year where you could have made a deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's bad. All right, quick time out. Bye.